guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So today I'm starting another segment. I seem to be starting a whole bunch of new segments lately. And this one I'm calling 1 versus 2. And the reason why I'm come up with this idea was I just did a nice haul where I picked up a bunch of Atari cards. And I was noticing that a lot of the ones I picked up were like part 2. So I picked up River Raid 2, Miner 2049er 2. What was the other one? There was a bunch of them actually I picked up, and I'm noticing that hey, these are all like part 2. And then I started thinking about, even playing right now, doing some of my live play. I've been doing Zelda 1 and Zelda 2, and talking about the differences. So I thought this might be kind of cool. I also finally changed my shelving around, so I got this shelf right there, which I just reorganized, and finally got my Nintendo stuff there. That's cool. And I got some Super Nintendo and a few other games. So I can actually find the games now, whereas before I had them all kind of in boxes. But anyways, yeah, so this is going to be my first 1 versus 2, and I thought this would be a perfect one because I just picked this one up in that stash of games, Miner 2049er, Volume 2. So it's like a Part 2, Volume 2, same idea. I didn't know much about this one. My experience with Miner 2049er was on the Commodore 64, and I actually, I know I did a video a little while back where I talked about how similar the Miner 2049er game was to Mr. Robot and his Robot Factory. And so this one is actually just going to be Miner 2049er 1 and 2. And I'm going to be doing both the Atari versions. Now, I don't unfortunately have the cartridge for the first one. I only found this one. So I'm going to have to use my portable again because, good old trusty portable, and play it through there. But it's the same game. It's the Atari version. And we're just going to play them side by side and see how they change, how they're different, if there's anything different about them, if they're better, worse, whatever, and just kind of do a comparison. Anyways, this is 1 versus 2 on the Atari 2600 Miner 2049er. Okay, so we got Miner 2049er booted up now. So this is the Atari 2600 version of the game anyways. Just going to start it off. These little guys down here, that's me. Now, I mean, the first thing that you are going to say is he moves incredibly slow, and that's true. I mean, he's just slow. Like, this is as fast as he goes. Now, you got to get these little items to kill them, but otherwise you just run into them and then you die. But it's very tedious. I mean, the speed of this. I don't know what the issue was. His jumping's not bad, though. Kind of makes that funny sound. If you touch the slide, you slide down. But yeah, I mean, it feels like I could just put a brick on this controller on the right button and just go upstairs, get something to drink, come back down, he'll be at the other end of the screen. Now in this game you have to do it in a kind of pattern, or else you'll miss areas and it'll take you even longer. Not a bad game, just slow. I mean, comparing it obviously to some of the other, like the Commodore 64 version is way faster than this. This just feels like, he's dragging his feet. You have to be careful when you jump, that you don't jump up and hit the guys above you. At least I think it can happen in this one. I know it can happen in the Commodore version. I didn't play this one too much because I get kind of fed up by the speed of them. Of just being so slow. Look, I gotta, there's no run button. Oh! Just as I thought I got to the top there. And then you have to do it all over again. Which again, the speed is just killing you. fell off the edge. Well, at least I didn't die. I believe you have to get the end pieces of the slide or else you won't hit them on your way down. At some point you have to slide down to get those last two pieces. Or else you have to go down each slide. Like so. So you'll just slide all the way down. This is sort of like a snakes and ladders type of thing. The ladders go up, the slides go down. Although in this you can go down the ladders, but I think you know what I mean. Oh. Of course, they give you a countdown score, which is unfair when you got somebody who moves so slow. But I guess like anything, there's a, you know, it's only so fast you can get this done. Once you learn your patterns. I believe I'm safe here. So I gotta get these guys at the same time. Sort of like in Pac-Man with the power pellets. Eventually they run out. And, again, it doesn't help that this guy runs so slow. I wouldn't even say this is running. He looks like he's skating. Come on. I know I've gotten to this point where I've almost completed it. Got to the last, you know, little bit and then hit the guy, hit one of the enemies, and it really sucks. Then you have to start all over again. Something I'm going to be looking out for in the second game. See if they've... Oh, no. Whoa, no, no, no. No, crap. All the way to the bottom. See if they've actually corrected the speeding, the timing issue and all that. Or if it's just an extension of this game. I mean, oftentimes we always think of the sequel as going to be like something better, right? That's not always the case. Sometimes it's just a little different. See if I can get that without falling. I can't. Ah, no. Of course, he goes all the way to the bottom again. I mean, this is taking forever to do level 1. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, let's just get that last bit. Hopefully I get it properly and I don't fall down the slide without touching the bottom. Because all you're doing, you just got to cover every single area that you can walk on. There we go. So now I'm in this second level. This one actually has elevators there. That's what those are. They're elevators. Takes you up to the next floor. I don't know how to do it on this one. Just push up. Okay. Again, we have to be fast with these items that we pick up. Like, you really have to, like, move your butt. Nah, crap. He's already changed back. I can't get him. I think I'm gonna have to go up. Whoa! That sucked. All my work. Ruined. Yeah, I don't know how long I could play this before I just, like, give up and get frustrated by the speed of it. Whole afternoon wasted on just trying to get to level 3. Okay, let's do this. Of floors. There's no ladders for this top piece either, so you gotta use the elevator. Oh crap, this guy's there. No! Okay, let's do this. So this is Volume 2, or Part 2. I don't know if it's called Volume for a reason. I don't know if they, or what the reasoning behind it was, but if it's just an extension of Part 1. So the first thing I want to know is if he moves faster in this one. I don't think so. Whoops. Fell off the cliff there. It's hard to say. It almost feels the same. But you can see how the level is much different. Got this this piece here. It's kind of cool. See if I can get up there and kill that guy before. I don't know what this thing is. Oh, is it just an item? I think with this thing I have to raise it up. I mean, that's kind of neat. There we go. I mean, so far it's pretty similar to the first one. I don't know what happens when you fall down. How do you get that thing back down? And these guys are going to be a pain in the butt. Definitely feels a little harder than the first one. I mean, there's... Whoa! Ugh, squished. Okay then. So they made this one a little bit more trickier. You really have to think about what you're doing. Guess they put that there so you can kill him, and then they got that one up there so you can kill the other guy. The enemies are all the same. It didn't seem like they changed much. Definitely could have amped up the speed a bit, though. That's what I was expecting to see. Guess I have to jump off it and then jump back on. Oh yeah. Still don't understand if I fall down. What? How am I going to get this thing back back to the ground? Like right here. I guess you just got to make sure you don't fall. But how do you? Maybe you got to get that last. This one really makes you plan out your move. I mean, this guy I gotta watch not hit him. Man, the clearance on his jump is a little bit weak. Oh, let's reset that again. Okay, there we go. Guess they figure this is part 2, so they can make it hard right at the beginning. definitely the movement of and the jumping that makes it difficult, though. Where is it? Let's get up there. Come on. You can do it. Something tells me I'm supposed to do this last, but... Holy. No! Squish. No. And I fell again. He just keeps falling. I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete this level. It's pretty crazy. Those guys up there, there's only one thing to kill them with. And it won't last long enough for you to do that. So you're going to have to jump over some of them. Gotta time the jump right. Let's see here. Because I don't know how I'm going to get down there and kill that guy. Unless I do it with this right away. Just go down, kill him. Then I just have to deal with that guy over there. Maybe I could do a little bit in front of him and then go behind him. Let's try that. Wait till he walks by. Try and get that little bit there. Whoa! Run! Okay, got it. Alright. Oh wait, better not go down there. I'm going to fall down that slide. I don't want that to happen. Okay, so I'm going to have to jump. Gotta make sure I jump at the right time. No! Come on! So as you can see, they're both very similar, and they both have the same kind of frustration to them. The speed, and I probably mentioned this a lot while I was playing, was the speed. I think his name is Bounty Bob. I think that's his name. He just moves really slow. And the jump clearance, so when there's like the little enemy guys and you gotta jump over them, you know, it's not like Super Mario Brothers where the jumping is perfect and you can like literally jump from a mile away to right up in front of them and still clear the enemy. This game, I think you have to be precise. You have to be at the right moment to jump over it. Kind of reminds me of Pitfall on the Atari 2600, where if you go into that bottom part, there's that little armadillo-looking guy, and you have to be perfect on the jump, or else you hit him. And that was what I found that was kind of tricky about this game. It was kind of hard. Especially going up against those guys at the very top, or it's like, you know, you've pretty much completed the whole board, you just got one guy to go through, and then you hit him. So it really sucked. And the fact that when you die, all the work you did is gone. So you have to start all over. So, you know, having all the, like, 3 men, yeah, but it's not like in Pac-Man or wherever, where you can get most of the board done, and if you die, all the dots are still gone. You just have to go after the ones you still left behind. Not in this game. Every time you die, you start right at the beginning again. A little bit kind of a frustration there. Other than that, I mean, I felt the second one was really hard. Just trying to figure out the right path to take, and I don't think they give you enough of those items to kill those nasty guys. It just seems like they only give you like a handful. They put 2 in one corner where you could wipe them both out with 1 item. So that was kind of a waste. They could have moved that one up and given you 2 items at the top, because you got 3 of those little guys to kill. And you can't possibly do it. With his speed and the amount of time it takes for those things to run out, you can't possibly get all 3 of them. Like, there's no way. The guy needs like turbo boost or something. But overall, I think it is an interesting game. especially for, you know, the time frame when this came out. I think there's a date on this, 1983. So you got to go back a few ways. This is kind of you know, for its day to be on the you know, the Atari, kind of impressive. You would expect this to be more on the computers like the Commodores and stuff like that. So it's not bad. It's just not the greatest. And I believe these are rare too. These are pretty hard to come by. So, you know, snagging a copy was pretty cool. You know, maybe one day I'll actually get Volume 1 and I can actually have both of them. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Let me know what you think of 1 versus 2. Throw some other games at me if you want. You know, I know there's like tons of games where there's sequels. I don't know if I'll get into like 3 and 4, and you know, there's some games like Mega Man where they're all the way up to 10, 11, 12, whatever. I think I'm just going to stick right now with 1 and 2. But I know there's quite a few games, so I'm thinking River Raid, I'm thinking Pac-Man, you know. Well, there's not really a well, there is a Pac-Man too, kinda. But, you know, things like that. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Hope you subscribe to my channel. Talk to you later.